Hey guys, my name is Luke, the founder of Halo Zone, and before you watch this next video, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that the creator is fairly young. Some of you might call him a squeaker or complain about his voice being too high-pitched, but hopefully most of you, it shouldn't bother you too much. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys to give this guy a chance. He is young, but clearly quite talented and full of potential, so we all started somewhere, I guess. So just check out the video. The content in the video is actually pretty well structured and overall pretty informative, entertaining videos. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys soon.
What is going on? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 3 Winter Halo missions / themed missions in Halo. I'm basically judging this off of cleanness of the map, basically looks and just how wintry themed it is, and how much you're actually in the winter biome and not just in buildings and stuff like that. These are the top 3. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the mission Quarantine. This takes place in Halo 2 and you are playing as Arbiter. For the most part, this map is mostly clean, not too much wreckage. You do still play inside buildings, but for the most part, you start outside kind of thing, and you work your way in, and then eventually you get out, and you're pretty much outside for most of the mission. It is snowing, and it is a really nice map. Like, the lights in the sky also have a good thing. The reason why it is kind of marked down, it's not the nicest and the cleanest, of course. It is kind of a wasteland that you are playing through, which makes it kind of like at the bottom. Now, you do spend a lot of time outside on this map, so that's one of the things about this, but you don't get to take it in as much because you pretty much the whole time are in this canyon or in a little tunnel. So there's not much to experience, even though it is a nice snowy map, and you are on it for long periods of time. It's just not that long, and it just really isn't the most interesting map to be on, and it's quite repetitive, to be honest. So coming in at the second slot, we have the mission The Covenant. This also takes place in the middle of Halo 3's campaign mission. Most of it is one of the longer missions in Halo 3, maybe even the longest in Halo 3. But one of the things that is just about it is you take place in a forest and then you move to a snow biome. Half the mission you aren't really in a snow biome. You're in a nice forest, but it's not the same. You do see snow, but you don't get to go walk in it, so it kind of sets the vibe for then the mission, pretty much like the second part of the mission. It's in a snowy terrain. Now, what makes this map so nice is that, of course, it is snowing. It is a really clean map, and guys, the terrain in this map is so nice, and it's so beautiful, honestly. The sky is great. And, just like the buildings and everything like that, it's just great. They really did a lot of detail on the ice and stuff like that. So there really is a lot of this, like, mission area. It's just a huge open area. The scarabs come down, things like that. But basically, there's actually a lot of places to explore. You can even go walking on the huge citadel in the middle. It's really endless, and it really is a beautiful map / just like this snowy terrain. Now, I wish we could have played more on it. And then basically by killing the scarabs, you basically turn into this like terrible battlefield, and literally there's like wreckage everywhere. For the most part, it is a really beautiful map for like most part of the mission, and they really did a good job on it. At the first slot, and quite like the best winter mission in the entire Halo series, and probably the best mission we'll ever have, is in Halo Combat Evolved, or more commonly known as Halo 1. This is one of the longest missions in Halo Combat Evolved. It's called Control Room, and it takes place, again, in the middle of the campaign. Now, this is a great snowy map. There's plenty of ice. The ice will actually make you slide. It's one of those maps where it actually has like little things to everything. So if you're on snow, you'll make that nice snow sound. If you're on ice, it'll slide your car. You'll slide even. Even enemy vehicles will slide, if they're not floating or something. And of course, warthogs have terrible traction in this mission, but tanks do well and things like that. Most of the time, you are always outside, except for a few parts. Now, there's a mission, other than it, it's where you fight the Flood. But this mission is a lot more cleaner, a lot less more fighting, and it is still snowing when you do this, and it is pretty light out. It is a great mission honestly, and is one of like my favorite missions to play when it is snowing outside. I think the old graphics give it a little bit of just like a nice like look to it, especially like the remastered old graphics. Basically, it's kind of funny, but it does give it a nice look to it, and it really is one of the best winter missions. It is always snowing in the mission. The terrain and mountains and just like the sky in general is just so beautiful, and they really did a great job on this mission. Whether it was even back then when they were still designing it and it looked old, they did a really good job, especially remastering and making the colors pop out of this mission. So by far it is the best mission out there. Guys, I want to talk about some honorable mentions real quick. We have the first mission opening on Halo 5. I kind of wanted to keep that out of the equation only because it is a narrow passage and you don't get to play in the snow that much, and you're really not out in the snow. It really doesn't focus on snow anyway, but it is in the game and is part of the Halo franchise. Just a lot of people don't relate to it because, you know, Halo 5 is kind of the black sheep of the entire series. And then also a few little other ones like Sacred Icon in Halo 2 and other missions in Halo 1 that do feature snow. It's just not enough that I would want to feature it. And it is snow, but it's just not enough to make it on this top list. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making this. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Peace out.